All right, folks, so we are going to call the meeting to order. Do we have any additions? Okay, I would ask for a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Moved.
Thank you.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Yes. Contrary minded? Okay, the agenda is approved. This evening, we don't have any gallery presentations, so we'll move on to acknowledgements. The two that I have is February 15th is National Flag of Canada Day. And then February 21st is the International Mother Language Day. And I'd like to open up the floor if there's any other acknowledgements that council would like to make at this time. Okay, hearing none, we'll move forward to agenda item 6, which is approval of council minutes. We have minutes from January 6th from our public meeting of council. And I would ask at this time, there are any, is it supposed to be,
Here's our motion.
errors or omissions? Hearing none. Under business arising from the minutes. And council committee reports. Karen?
Thank you, Your Worship. There's a number of motions coming from Committee of Whole. The first motion for consideration from Committee of Whole is that council consider approval of the appointment of Maris Freemanis to the Planning Advisory Committee as presented in January 20th Committee of Whole.
Thank you, Terry. What is the wishes of council?
Make the motion.
Okay,
Seconded.
it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Next motion for consideration is for the town of Hawkesbury to write a letter of support requesting a secondary entrance to the St. Martha's Regional Hospital and indicate that a fully staffed Straight Richmond Hospital is essential to support access issues to St. Martha's.
Okay, what is the wishes of council?
Also moved.
Okay, do we have a second?
Seconded and emphasize the upmanning of Straight Hospital.
Seconded with an exclamation, please. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor, please signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
And a request for a letter of support from the town of Mulgrave. Is that the town of Hawkesbury write a letter of advocacy to the Minister of Nova Scotia Public Works on behalf of the town of Mulgrave in support of the town of Mulgrave seeking financial assistance to repave Highway 344 through Mulgrave, highlighting the importance of the road to industrial development.
Thank you, Terry. What is the wishes of council?
I'd make the motion.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye or yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, so that concludes our report from Committee of the Whole. We have our Committee of the Whole minutes from January 20th. I would ask at this time if there are any errors or omissions, and if there are none, I would ask for someone to move to approve those sets of that 7 minutes. Thank you. You guys left me hanging on the edge of my seat here. We have a seconder?
I'll second.
Thank you, Paul. All those in favor, please signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? The meeting minutes are approved. And I would ask if there are any business arising from the Committee of the Whole minutes. Okay, we'll move on to motions coming from in camera.
Your Worship, there are some motions coming from in camera. The first one is for consideration is that the town of Port Hawkesbury approved the donation of surplus equipment to the Port Hawkesbury branch of the Royal Canadian Legion.
Thank you, Terry. What is the wishes of council?
Make that motion.
Moved. Do we have seconded? So our motion is moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying yes.
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 Any opposed? Okay, motion carries.
The next motion for consideration is that the town of Port Hawkesbury approved a supercharger license agreement, subject to final legal review.
Thank you, Terry. What is the wishes of council? Thank you. Do we have seconded?
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion has been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Those are the motions from Cam.
Okay, thank you, Terry. So we will forgo 10 and 11, as we do not have any proclamations or, oh, we do have one correspondence, all right? That was a,
Yeah, your worship, there was a couple of letters that was already distributed to council.
Right.
But it was in response to letters that we've submitted,
okay, so just confirmation.
confirmation of receipt.
Perfect. So their council has had, those letters were circulated to council. Okay. So. Yeah, so that's another correspondence from,
So this is, the first one is with respect to, so it's our MLA Kyle Corey, reference to the alternate route to St. Martha's Hospital, his support of that and the actions taken. And the next one is from Dorothy McLeod, Senior Executive Director of Health Systems Infrastructure for the Government of Nova Scotia, indicating receipt of our letter of concern and the action that they're taking.
right, we're gonna move the.
Yes.
All right,
Your
any-
worship, one question I had in terms of that letter.
Yeah. which one?
This.
Dorothy?
Yeah,
Okay,
she indicated in that third paragraph that she would be
Right.
sharing our concerns with the Department of Public Works.
Mhm.
The Main Street in Antigonish where this work was taking place, that's wouldn't be the responsibility of Public Works. Reed Street would be, right? Reed Street is associated with the provincial roadway, but Main Street in Antigonish, I don't know the significance of sharing that with the Public Works.
Sure, Brian?
So just from my history with
Yeah.
Antigonish, Main Street only extends so far, then Bay Street then becomes outside of. That may be like a provincial road.
It's like-
I'm not 100% sure, but there is cutoff on Main to
Okay,
but a lot of the work also related to a roundabout. That also congested that coming in, and that roundabout was provincial public
right,
works.
yes, yeah.
Any other questions or comments on these letters? Okay. Okay, well, no proclamations or resolutions at this time. We'll move on to other business. Donation of land, public hearing. Terry?
Thank you. I just wanted to bring to your attention, the notice of public hearing, for the donation of land. PID 501-55795. Just that this notice of public hearing has been, included in our social media, our webpage and Facebook page, and it will go be copied to the reporter for Wednesday's edition as well. So this is for the donation of land for the and it should state for Hawkesbury Arena and former Port Hawkesbury Arena and Lions Club property. Proposed sale intended to facilitate the construction and operation of a 55-unit housing development. The land and buildings would be sold for nominal consideration to a not-for-profit social enterprise, New Dawn Enterprises. And so the Just to bring to your attention that that notice is in place with the public consultation occurring February 7th. And it will be held here prior to our committee of whole at 6 p.m.
Thank you, Terry. So the motion.
The staff is requesting a motion for consideration. Is that council ratify the holding of a public hearing on Tuesday, February 17th at 6 p.m. in the Shannon Studio to consider the sale of land for less than market value to a not-for-profit housing association.
Thank you, Terry. What is the wishes of council?
I'll move that.
Okay, thank you. Good seconder.
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been second, so it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Yes. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. So we have an update on staff meeting between Inverness, Town of Hawkesbury, and Councillor Langley. Did you want to introduce this?
Yeah, yes, your worship, we're late in 2025. CEO Keith McDonald from the municipality of Inverness made a presentation here on what was formerly known as the Mabel Asylum, which was operated by the municipality of Inverness. And I had asked at that time, and it was part of the motion, I believe, in support of the support that they were seeking in their endeavors to make a monument, that we review all intermunicipal agreements between the two municipalities, and for council to receive an update of the status of those agreements. And that's what I was thinking.
Thank you, Councillor. So I guess, Terry, did you want to provide an update?
Sure. So there has been discussion between staff, your staff and the staff of the municipality of the County of Inverness with respect to partnerships that we have with the county. And this is meant to be a list, and we may have missed something here, but there's a considerable number. The first one is the ownership and operation of the sewage treatment plant. That's been established through an intermunicipal agreement, both for capital construction and then for operations, and leachate agreement as well. Leachate treatment agreement. Our Eastern District Planning Commission, which also operates under an intermunicipal agreement. Eastern Counties Regional Libraries. We have to confirm the terms of reference around that, but I'm not aware of that actual that organizational structure document. The Airport Advisory Committee, Town of Hawkesbury, terms of reference in place. Strait Area Transit, there is a special resolution bylaw in place. Strait IT Group, intermunicipal agreement. Diamond Group, intermunicipal agreement. Strait Area Mayors, Wardens and Chiefs, there's a terms of reference in progress, preparation in progress. Joint Public Works Initiatives. One example we put here is the water and sewage system study. Joint application through the MCIP program. Fire Services Mutual Aid Agreement. In our case, our fire department is an arm of the Town of Port Hawkesbury. So we're partners, we're part of that mutual aid agreement, and the Joint Police Advisory Board. And the requirements for that board are outlined in legislation. Now, there are certainly other initiatives that aren't included there. There's arrangements with respect to recreation facilities that aren't solidified in agreement or intermunicipal agreement or terms of reference. And we also have other work that we're doing right now. We're working with the municipality of County of Inverness on a shared bylaw enforcement officer, and which is a very positive thing. We're also working with Inverness, Richmond County, Victoria County, and ourselves on a regional EMO service. So received funding just recently to prepare the study, to create a structure around regional EMO, services to offset the work that we do with, help offset and enhance, the work that we do with EMO. Meeting with Inverness County staff on February 13th. And we're gonna flush this list out and look at holes and areas that are not well defined and areas where we can move forward. The other areas as well, we had discussions through presentation from the County of Inverness with respect to the Mabu Asylum commemoration initiative that we have a staff member acting on that study board as well.
Council.
Through you to CEO Terry, February 15th is when this review will commence and take place, and this is a rough outline, not fully 100% comprehensive, but pretty much. Okay, that's great. And I suspect we'll get feedback at a later date, post that meeting on the 15th.
Through you, your worship, certainly is February 13th is
Okay.
Friday. I may have gotten that date wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
It is
14th
February
is Saturday.
13th. So this is the start, and this is what we discussed. We'll flush this out and I hope to move that ball forward on this file a little bit more on the 13th. And we look forward to reporting back as soon as we can.
Wonderful.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, thank you very much, Councillor Langley, for bringing that forward. Council expenses is the next under other business. Terry?
Yes, so the council expenses for the month of January, we have a total expenditure of $4,840.92. With expenses for Smart Energy conferences, and some cell phone coverage. So that, as per usual, this is posted on our webpage for the public to review.
Thank you, Terry. We do not have any approved additions. Our next future meetings are committee of the whole on February 17th, and it was already noted that that day there would also be a hearing as well as potentially a special meeting on the same date. Next public meeting will be held first Tuesday of March 3rd.
Your worship, there was one thing that I neglected to add, and that was adoption of policies that we're going to go forward
Sure.
for the February 17th
Okay.
special public meeting.
So we'll deal with that under approved additions.
Thank
If
you.
that makes sense. Is we just need consensus from council to add that under additions. I need 100% consensus though.
Mhm.
Good, everybody's good? Okay,
Yes.
go ahead, Tim.
Thank you, your worship. I appreciate you adding this. So we're looking at bringing forth, as noticed to the public tonight, 3 policies that came from our policy committee that was held prior to this meeting. So there is a civic naming policy, a commercial naming rights and sponsorship policy, and a technology program policy that will come forward at the special meeting of council, February 17th for adoption.
Okay, thank you, Terry. What is the wishes of council?
Move that we adopt.
Do we have a seconder?
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Yes. Any opposed? Motion is approved. So future meetings, committee of the whole, special public meeting and public hearing on the 17th of February. Followed, the next or the first Tuesday of March will be our next public meeting of council. And we have a public question period. But we don't appear to have very many gallery to respond, and one that I can see anyway, so we'll forgo the public question period. Unless there's somebody online that has any questions? Okay, going once, going twice. Okay, and a motion of adjournment. Do we have a second? Second by Councilor Langley. All those in favor, please signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? We are adjourned.